Maker's blessing on you, brother. The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it.
In my experience, religious people are inveterate liars.
He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races, even elves. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. But Orzammar persists in worshipping its paragons and forefathers instead of the Maker.
Let them worship whatever they like. Bakun is the only way to enlightenment.
This chantry encourages faith in an unknown god instead of understanding oneself.
Perhaps. Each must find his own way to the truth.
Are you saying you will help?
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties. That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down. It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience? I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan, it's true.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name.
You're awfully bold, walking right up to me after coming out against Prince Balin and the Proving. You do know who I am, right? I'm Vartag Gavorn, the Prince's chief advisor. Explain what? That you just realized what a puling imbecile Harrowmont is, and want to throw your lot in with a winner? I see your point. Had you come to us first, Harrowmont would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion, on the proving grounds and off.
There are not enough of you for all the alliances you make. Then choosing one is the same as choosing the other. What matters is having the courage to make the choice. You will have to choose eventually.
And it was picked to be a Grey Warden. Why?
Have it your way.
If you really want Balin's trust, you'll have to prove your loyalty to Harrowmont is just an act.
Bah! Why are we even discussing this? Fool's errand upon fool's errand, that is all it ever seems to get up to.
What are you doing? You gave Lord Harrowmont your word.
My lady, you do not know Harrowmont as we do. Long has he plotted to steal the throne from the Idukans.
And they say your prince killed his own brother and father. It seems it is only Lord Harrowmont's influence that prevented him from profiting from his crime.
Keep your companion under control. I would hate to see her thrown into the deep roads because of a cultural misunderstanding.
Harrowmont seems an honorable man. This Prince Balin will not even deign to speak with you. Why should you help him? I suppose I never considered that.
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Ferticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop. You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
And just a little disturbing. Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
Child, you need a new pastime.
Says the warrior caste's biggest disgrace, who spends every hour soaking his beard in cheap ale. Ha!
Looking for a new set of mail? At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. What? Do you even know what you've done? She's casteless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again.
Why the fuss? I am sure the Circle Tower is full of parental figures just waiting to tell her what is best.
My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here.
You surfaces are all alike, thieving scoundrels! Well, I found it first!
Bah! He's a bloody scavenger. Good as sodding gone.
Be gone, you! You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones.
Word has it you could only survive down here by eating the Darkspawn dead. It brings the taint, turns their brains to sewage, but it hides them from the Darkspawn.
Poor creature. Such are the lengths to which our survival instinct drives us.
That's disgusting. I'm not certain whether to fear or pity him.
Well, if you need to dispose of Darkspawn bodies after the Blight.
Oh, that is a horrible, horrible suggestion.
Really? It might solve that world hunger problem you're always fretting about.
Go away! This is mine! Only I gets to plunder its riches! No! No talking! You leave my territory! You won't take anything from Ruck? You won't take his shiny worms? Or pretty rocks? Oh, Ruck not mind that, maybe. Yes, Ruck's my name. I do not hear it much, so sometimes I like to speak it out loud. Ruck! 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 I will answer your questions. Bits of things, but only bits. The crawlers took almost everything. They take things of steel and things of paper. They takes the shinies and the words.
Paper and words? That sounds like someone was taking notes. Do you think Branka camped here?
They bring to the great nest, the nest they makes for the eggs. They puts the shinies inside, they do. Methinks years. Yes, 5 times years, maybe. When the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows, not if you're quiet. Not if you eat their flesh. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But now they're gone. I think they went south. Far, far to the south. That is where the Dark Master calls them.
He's talking about the Archdemon, huh?
After the Dark Master awoke, he called his children and they all went. I wanted to go too, and gaze upon his beauty. Ruck cannot. No! Back in the city, Ruck would be arrested and thrown into the mines. That is where I fled from. Ran away!
Yeah, he's a criminal. And too sodding gutless to join the Legion of the Dead.
Here, I live free. I collect my rocks and worms and shinies. At least I am free.
Get away from me, you sodding freak! Look at him. He's like a pale mudworm. He should have been sent to the mines. Instead, he chose this. I'd put him out of his misery. Nothing. He's less than nothing. He's a... yeah, you're right. He's not worth it. Let's just go. I'd put him out of his misery. Sodding right, I'm right. Now do it quick so we can get back to business.
I'm not what one would call a sympathetic man, but seeing him like this pains me. We should at least put him out of his misery.
It's not so bad. The dark and the burning keeps Ruck warm. Warm like mother's arms.
His mind is gone, and his body will soon follow. I've seen victims of poisoning in better shape. That is not my point. He is no longer who he used to be. If his sanity were intact, he wouldn't want this. I hate to say it, but leaving him alive is crueler than just killing him. I've seen victims of poisoning in better shape. So I'm to follow you like a dog and have no say in what we do. I see how it is.
My name is Caradon. Once, longer ago than I care to think, I was a paragon to the dwarves of Orzammar. If you seek the anvil, then you must care about my story, or be doomed to relive it. Though I made many things in my time, I rose to fame and earned my status based on a single item, the Anvil of the Void. We have remained entombed here ever since, and I have sought a way to destroy the Anvil. Alas, I cannot do it myself. No golem can touch it.
No! The anvil is mine! No one will take it from me!
You, please, help me destroy the anvil. Do not let it enslave more souls than it already has.
Don't listen! He's been trapped here for 1,000 years, stewing in his own madness. Help me claim the anvil, and you will have an army like you've never seen!
I'm not sure what to believe. Whatever I once was, it no longer matters. Still, I believe this anvil should be destroyed. I would see no more convenient slaves be created. If it decides not to destroy the artifact, I will stand with Caradon. I hope it does not force me to. And I cannot allow it to exist. Caradon, I am yours to command.
And I welcome your presence.
You must destroy the anvil while you have the chance. As long as it exists, one day you or I may fall under the hammer. Remember that.
No one should be given dominion over another's soul. If anyone should know that best, it is a golem. It is powerful, yes, but at far too high a price.
The dwarf woman has madness for her excuse. What's yours? The Kun is a path one follows, not a chain that binds.
The anvil's power goes against everything I know to be right.
I cannot allow you to do this, stranger.
So it fights with Caradon? Good. That seems right.
Have you no desire to discover this anvil's potential? It is a marvel, a tool of creation.
Even the best of tools may be misused. This is a thing of blood magic, of destruction.
Sometimes creation involves the destruction of one thing to make way for another. 'Tis a law of nature that death is the parent to life. If you destroy the anvil, I swear you will regret it. Fool! You could rival the Maker himself with this instrument.
It is this hubris that drove the Maker from us.
If you destroy the anvil, I swear you will regret it. You would not dare. I would rather not find out. Fine. Destroy it if it pleases you. If you destroy the anvil, I swear you will regret it. You think empty threats will make me sympathize with these stone men?
Living souls suffer all the time. Peasants work in the land are trapped, but we do not go about destroying farmland, do we?
Farmers don't toil in the fields for all eternity. That's hardly a valid comparison.
It just seems a waste to destroy the anvil, given what it could do. Then I'd be as hard as a rock all the time. See? There is a bright side to everything, huh? Given what it could do. Now, let's not be unreasonable. You wouldn't do that, surely. All right, all right. Perhaps destroying it is a good idea.
Another life lost because of my invention. I wish no mention of it had made it into history. But at least it ends here. I thank you for standing with me, stranger. The anvil waits there for you to shatter it.
Yes, excellent idea. Just destroy it now, after all this.
It was good to meet you, Paragon. I intend to ensure that your warnings about the golems are heard by the Circle of Magi.